Hi guys, this is Naren Zaid with the Hammer Bros, and I'm bringing you a battle report. This is just me and my buddy messing around. We're playing at 2,400 points, and he's playing his Warriors of Chaos. So this is actually just a picture of me stealing the initiative. We played meeting engagement. He set up. I rolled a 6, and I get to take first turn. So here's what deployment looks like. You can see here, all the way on my right, I have my Hell Pit Abomination. Behind them is a unit of slaves. My slave bunker behind that, both my cannons, 2 units of rats, the rat darts right there, and my storm vermin, and my another unit of slaves. You can see the doom wheel there to the left. What he has in the upper right, he's got the dogs, a demon prince, a hero with the always strike first, the helm of many eyes, halberd, and dawnstone. Uh, Next to them, he has the Tzeentch BSB, 3 up rerolling ones, a Tzeentch War Shrine, 3 Skull Crushers with the Banner of Eternal Rage, a Chariot marked to Nurgle, and it's just a normal chariot, it's not a Gore Beast, and a unit of dogs. On the other side of the board, we have his Chimera, and you can see I've scouted in 2 units of Gutter Runners there. So, because I got to go first, I move up the 1 Rat Dart, and I move my Hell Pit. He goes out of control and goes straight off the board. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but it happens. You can see I move up like so, and my Gutter Runners and my Doom Wheel move up like so. The only downside is that I won't be able to zap the Chimera. I'm closest to the dogs, so they'll go. Um, Next, I go to Magic Phase. He dispels everything except for Howling Warp Gale, so that keeps me grounded. You can see my Doom Wheel here takes out 2 of the dogs, and then goes out of control. No, I'm sorry. My Warp Lightning took out the 2 dogs because I was trying to shoot the Chimera. I go to shoot the Chimera, I misfire, and I go out of control, and I go back this way. So, unfortunate because my Magic Missile, that's right. I shot Warp Lightning, and I was going to try and Magic Missile the dogs, but unfortunately, I misfired. So, here's where I end up. During the shooting phase, I shoot my Warp Lightning Cannon at the front of his 3 Skull Crushers. I miss. I shoot my second one, it direct hits, and I take them all out with a strength 8 shot. And that's just showing what the board looks like. So his turn, he moves up like so, straight ahead, all the way up. The Chimera moves like so, since it can't fly. Here's an overarching shot of the board. During his magic phase, he uses the... I dispel everything except for the magic missile that makes a toughness test, and he kills about 10 slaves through the magic missile. I failed the test a couple times, so that's what happens there. He has no shooting to speak of, so we go to movement on my turn. So I move my Doom Wheel into his chariot. The Hell Pit comes back on the board. I move like so. I move this left cannon here a little bit into a little bit different position so I can move my cannons better and see things. During the magic phase, I choose to magic missile his dogs, and this is where my friend, he learns that the Chimera needs to be within range of the Demon Prince, so I kill the dogs with my Warp Lightning, and the Chimera fails its leadership test, and it flees. It flees this far. During the shooting phase, I shoot at the back. Oh no, I shoot at the back of the Chimera. I shoot 20 inches from his back, or 20 or 18, so I can't possibly hit my Gutter Runners. And I roll a 10 and an 8. I roll to wound, and I do no wounds because he makes his regen save. In the shooting phase, my Doom Wheel takes out the chariot, and I overrun. Yes. And then we go to magic. Or no, we go to his movement. And no, I'm sorry. We go to my shooting, and I shoot my Doom Rocket, and I kill 7 or 8 of his warriors. Here's me reforming my Doom Wheel after combat, and we go to his turn. So he moves up like so. He marches straight up with pretty much everything. You can see in the lower left there is his BSB, and his Demon Prince is, or in his rerollable flaming. Always strike first. Dawnstone Man is facing my Hell Pit. The Chimera, it continues to flee, so it pops out the other side of the building. And he, on his magic phase, he shoots. He doesn't get very many dice. He attempts to Plague Wind, and I use my scroll. He has no shooting to speak of, so we go to my turn. During the movement phase, I move my slaves like so, so that way they're in the. They haven't charged the BSB, but they're on his side. My Doom Wheel charges into the flank of his BSB. I slide my Storm Vermin back so they're facing the warriors head on. I slide my slaves back like so. I hide my bunker. And my Hell Pit crashes on the side of those dogs. I'm hoping to overrun far enough to hit those warriors. So we go to the magic phase. In the magic phase, I shoot a couple more Warp Lightnings off at his unit of warriors, and I kill, it looks like 4 or 5 of them. And that's all I'm able to get off. I don't believe Howling Warp Gale goes off this turn. We go to my shooting phase, and I don't do anything because I can't shoot his Demon Prince because of the hill in the way, and I can't see his Tzeentch Chariot because it's also behind the hill. I'm locked in combat with his Tzeentch BSB, and his Chimera is on the other side of the building. So there's no shooting this round. We go to close combat. The Doom Wheel goes. He loses combat by the flank, and I think I do 1 wound. He does no wounds to me, and he breaks and runs off the board. Well, he doesn't run. He's a BSB, so he dies. My Hell Pit kills the dogs, and I can't recall if it overruns far enough. We'll see it in one of the next pictures. But we go to his turn, and his Chimera rallies. So that's. I definitely didn't see that coming. I thought they'd be running off, so that's unfortunate. He charges over here. As you can see, he charges the warriors into the Doom Wheel, hoping to kill them and overrun out of my Storm Vermin side. And yes, I did not overrun far enough with my Hell Pit. So he gets charged by the Flaming Attack Hero and the Demon Prince. So my Hell Pit is as good as dead, really. We go to the Magic phase, and he tries to buff his Chaos Warriors with the Fleshy Abundance. I stop that because there's nothing else I'm really too worried about. He doesn't cast anything else, I don't believe, and if he does, it's Miasma on his Demon Prince, just to make the Hell Pit. If he has to hit less. The Hell Pit takes... No, I'm sorry, we do the Doom Wheel combat first. So in the Doom Wheel combat, the Doom Wheel runs away. It escapes. Between all the attacks on the Hell Pit, he takes 5 wounds. He's alive long enough to take out the hero, the Flaming Attack Hero, and then he's stuck fighting the Demon Prince. The Demon Prince was unbreakable, so, or I made my stubborn check, one or the other. The warriors overrun like so, so they're not, they don't make it far enough into the slaves. My Storm Vermin charge the War Shrine of Tzeentch. Here's a shot of the shooting phase. I'm going to try and take out as many of the warriors as I can. As you can see here, we only take out 1. In the close, oh no, I'm sorry. I don't kill this. I don't kill this flaming hero. He gets taken out. He takes out my. I couldn't see him because of the Hell Pit. The Hell Pit dies. It doesn't kill either one of those heroes. And I fight the Tzeentch War Shrine. I deal 4 wounds to it, and it rolls a 3 to stick. So that was really unfortunate and not foreseen at all. Demon Prince, however, charges into the Storm Vermin. The warriors charge into the slaves, and the always strike first gentleman cannot see anything, so he's just going to move. This is a movement on the Chimera. It still can't fly because of Warp Gale or Storm Banner at this point. So we go to, during his magic phase, I dispel it. He doesn't get anything off because he keeps trying to... he keeps going for stuff, but I keep stopping Plague Wind because I don't want him pushing it through, all my slaves, all my Storm Vermin. I'm not too worried about the minus to hit. It's already impossible to hit the Demon Prince, etc. So, during his shooting phase as a Hem, we go to close combat. You can see here, I've reformed. I kill the Tzeentch Chariot. His Demon Prince kills my champion. And I reform into a bust, so I'm going to be steadfast longer because I have more than likely no hope of killing this Demon Prince. and the slaves don't kill any of the warriors, I lose like 5 or 6, and they stick on a rerollable 10. So during my movement phase, I move my slaves up to block the armor save guy, the one up rerollable. I charge my Doom Wheel into his warriors. We go to the magic phase, and I try to shoot some Warp Lightning. I get a really low phase. I try to shoot Warp Lightning at his Chimera. He stops it. And in the close combat phase, I drop the warriors with the impact hits, and the this I think the attacks from the slaves. So he overruns. During the close combat phase, you can see here, he kills. I issue a challenge with my, or he issues a challenge, and I accept with my lord. They slap fight. No one. I think I might take 1 wound, and then he charges on his turn with his last with his hero. You can see here all the wounds that get done from Plague Wind. That's right. So he charges his magic phase. He shoots Plague Wind. I can't dispel it this time. It goes through my slaves. Goes through my Storm Vermin. He kills 20 Storm Vermin and about 15 slaves out of the bunker. Everybody holds. We go to we fight, and his hero can't attack, so he's just kind of stuck there because of the challenge and all that. He's going to reform later. He reforms a bit. I run into his flank with my Doom Wheel, hoping to get some shots off to take him out. And I position my slaves to get a flank charge. I move my units like so everyone's still in the bubble. I pop my wizards out to shoot some attacks at the Chimera. Between all of the cannons and my Warp Lightnings and the poison shots from my Gutter Runners, I'm able to take out the Chimera. We go to this combat here. Because he's in a challenge, I'm not able to do any impact hits. It just gives me a flank to combat res. And this is where the game ends. So we fight it out here. His character eventually charges into me. I think he's in my flank here, but there just wasn't enough room. We swing on each other. I'm stubborn. I stick, and that's the end of the game. So it was a big win for Skaven. I was just able to keep his pieces where I wanted them. I was able to panic the Chimera and keep him unable to really play his game. So we're going to play another one after this, so I'll post that one shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll just catch you on the next one.